Hello guys, it's me, Red the Dinosaur, and today in another video, today with something different. Let's start with Gran Turismo 7 newest update. I was so excited that I basically forgot about it, and that's why I'm making this video. Because it's so uninteresting that it's just absolutely embarrassing for Polyphony to just keep pushing Vision GT. Like, Vision GT should just leave aside. People thinks it's useless. They bring useless cars. They just want to push this rhetoric that everything has to be electric. Everything has to look like a fucking triangle. Everything looks to have to look like super futuristic and all that stuff, which I don't share. Like, the car culture and concepts could be more than just like super futuristic cars. But you know, that's a problem that we're gonna talk later soon. Let's start with the Chevrolet Chevelle SS 1969. It's the car that pretty much does the heavy lifting for the update, because everything else is super uninteresting. Quite cool car. Well, like, you can modify it a lot, you can push a lot, you can put a lot of upgrades to it. You can make up to 900 horsepower with this big block Chevy engine. But I just decided to leave it on 660 horsepower. I think that's a decent amount of power with that you can also handle. So for me, that's pretty much the best figure you can get. Also, I tried to make it more like those retro modified hot rods. So that's why it kind of looks like that. I love this thing. It looks really cool. But again, this car does the heavy lifting, as I was saying, but it's not enough. Like, Polyphony tries to push these fan favorites to basically push the update and create hype, which in this case worked with the GT1 back then in the other update. But in this case, it's not enough. Like, I know there is some muscle car guys out there, but in this case, it's I don't see how this car is actually bring up more people, when it's just, again, it's a muscle car. It's cool, but it's not as cool as, for example, like a Gran Turismo Classic or something like that. Let's move on to the Sony Afila. This is basically a PR stunt. I'm gonna keep it short. PR stunt by Sony, was presented in a show. Basically, Sony trying to jump into the automotive world with this vehicle, fully electric, 400 horsepower. That's pretty much it. Like, the car is really heavy, doesn't drive very well, and is very uninteresting. It's just, again, Sony trying to do a PR stunt, trying to keep people talking about this car and their concept and how they want to bring their site into the automotive world, with basically all these manufacturers jumping to EVs, and they saw the opportunity to just, let's make an EV and see what it goes. Basically, this is a concept car, and they bring it to the game to just, keep the momentum going, but that's pretty much it. Let's move on to basically the least interesting car, that is this Vision GT car. The only interesting thing is the manufacturer is Skoda, but yeah, pretty uninteresting Vision GT, pretty useless, electric again, super exaggerated in the terms of the future. Everything has to look like a damn triangle, because for them that's basically the future and what the players want. Not exactly, but yeah, that's pretty much the car. I didn't even bother to buy it. I saw that it was available on time trial, and I just decided, let's test it there and see how it goes. Like, the car drives good, I guess, but it's just uninteresting. It has a really cool. The interior is really cool. You have like this, basically this glass that gives you all the stuff, like, for example, intercommunication and speed and revs and all that stuff. But that's it. Like, the car is just overly futuristic. I don't like it. And the fact that the fact that everything has to be electric, especially on Vision GT, is just it's just a turn off for me, especially in Gran Turismo 7 when the electric cars aren't as fun like in other games. They're just there and are really uninteresting. Like, unless you have like some sort of a small modifications. Well, in this case, uneven Vision GTs have been really infamous for being just completely useless, and this car is basically not exception to this rule. Pretty uninteresting, and that's pretty much what I had to be. Overall, pretty uninteresting update. This was released at the same time that Forza Horizon 5 started its All Stars monthly update, and I was more interesting to do that instead of doing a review of Gran Turismo 7, because it's just uninteresting. Like, I know people will like the Chevelle, but I don't think it's too much of a car that creates so much hype to actually present it as something worthy to, log in and just go and try to just see what it is. But that's pretty much it. Like, the Afila, pretty much a PR stunt to keep the ball rolling and saying, oh, Sony is making cars now. Wow, amazing, I suppose. And Skoda, well, what a shame of Skoda to be presented as a Vision GT. Like, I think they could at least present it with another of their products, even if it's a civilian car. That will be more than enough. I think that something that connects more with the player, or someone that actually owned or still owns a Skoda, that will be a better move than a Vision GT. Like, present the Vision GT with, I don't know, with also an Skoda Fabia or a Skoda Octavia. It doesn't have to be like a rally car. It has to be like a normal car, but with some mods to make it more interesting, and that's it. Like, something that connects more with the player, instead of this Vision GT that lost its sights a long time ago. And for me, Vision GT should be just completely shelved. It's a failed project, and it's just more than Polyphony trying to brag and say to everyone else, oh yeah, we have big manufacturers making cars exclusive for us, which, ironically enough, the cars are very uninteresting and they are just stupid in my opinion, but that's it. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section what do you think about this update on Gran Turismo 7. If you like it, if you not, if you disagree with me or you agree with me, I'm all up to have a conversation. If I sound like a bit depressed or just a bit under the weather, is because I'm sick at the moment. I caught the virus and I don't feel very well, but I was unable to go to work this Monday, so I just decided, let's make a video and see. I don't expect too much views, but I just want to get out this of my system, because it just pisses me off that Polyphony, that can do much better and has shown that they can do really good, is just doing these lazy updates with Vision GTs and all that stuff. Like, I just don't like it. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much, and see you on the next one. Goodbye.